Hello, it's Alba Gomez here, personal brand and image expert. And today I'm gonna be answering some really great questions in support to the new initiative by Bespoke, which I'm very excited to be sharing with all of you today. So the first question is, what do I think is important for teen girls and boys to have good self-esteem? Well, coming from a girl and a teenage girl and a kid who grew up with none self-esteem, I can tell you that those years were dark and difficult for me. Not really having a sense of who I was and knowing that who I was perfect without having to look, feel, or do whatever anyone else was doing was really hard for me. So I truly believe that during those years in which we haven't really got to a place in which we have enough self-confidence, it's really important to start developing so much more awareness and helping teenage and kids understand that they are perfect, because as I said, I went through so much suffering and I felt so out of place, and I actually felt that my life was not gonna go anywhere. So I think at that time it's so important that we start teaching teenage boys and girls that who they are is perfect, that what they bring into the world is perfect, that they don't need to look like anyone else, that they will find their way, that in this moment in life, a lot of changes are happening with their body, with their minds, with everything, and everything is completely fine. And really understanding that they don't need to fit any mold, that who they are is just perfect with their quirks, even if they feel normal, their hobbies, their preferences. That is all perfect and is part of a bigger plan, and everything is gonna make so much sense along the way. So one thing I would say is definitely start to and that's something I'm very passionate about, just teaching women and boys as well from a very early age, understanding that who they are is absolutely beautiful, and that they, no matter the way, the height, the background, the looks, the color of the skin, their accent, everything is the way it is supposed to be. And the beginning of a happy, fulfilled, and successful life is being comfortable on your own skin, owning who you are, and sharing it with the world instead of being worried about what others think. So that's my take on self-esteem. Now, do you think the way teen dress can contribute to their self-esteem? Absolutely. There is so much science behind really showing and explaining how the way we look will affect the way we feel. And the easier way to put it is, think of the last time you got ready to go to an event where you did your hair for a girl and put on some effort and apply your moisturizer and did your makeup, how you stood. You felt confident because I see getting ready and dressing up as an act of self-love. And when you look in the mirror and you kind of go like, oh, I look pretty good, you stand tall, you act different, and then you communicate from that completely different place of confidence. What you say, it has confidence, has strength, it doesn't have self-doubt, it doesn't have the questioning. So actually, how we dress at an early age, I think starting back then, and that's when I started to play with styles and colors, and it gave me so much more confidence, because it wasn't about fixing or changing who I was, it was about making the most out of who I was. And then from that place, I started really getting to know me better, to embrace and enhance who I was and how I look. So I consider that a super important aspect. And that's why I really like the initiative that Bespoke is creating. And I think it's brilliant, and actually such a big stressful event in life, that is like when guys or girls are going to their balls and actually knowing that they can show up as being themselves. So being able to link the teenage with young designers to create something unique, special and different for them, I think will be so much more fun, and it will actually allow them to cultivate the confidence and a way of expressing themselves in a way that is very unique to them. So I really like this idea, and more important than everything is pushing this along with the concept that self-esteem and self-confidence is key to start developing at those early years, because believe me, today I work with women of all ages, but I have women now that are 50, 60 are realizing that they should have started this work on themselves before. So I absolutely love this idea of start developing more confidence and self-esteem in young kids, and doing it through a way of expressing themselves visually with what they're wearing. It's a fantastic idea. So you all have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.